Evacuation centres are now in operation. You should present yourself to one of these centres for screening at your earliest opportunity. At this stage, we do not have further information on the spread of the virus, which is now affecting most nations in the world. The government are putting into place special measures to stop the spread of the virus, the cause of which is still unknown. What we do know is that it originated in the United States and has quickly spread to become a global concern. Please take precautions with regards to infection. Wear surgical gloves, masks and clothing that covers the skin. Once you have presented yourself at a screening centre, you will be advised of the next step, which will include assessments with regards to your evacuation. More news will follow.
Welcome to the Survivor Journals, written and produced by Simon Neilson, a weekly audio drama series centered around the survivors of a zombie apocalypse as they give their personal accounts on the spread of the virus. Close the curtains, lock the doors, the infected are right outside. Now, enjoy the show.
My name is Isaac. I live in England, and this is my story.
My name is Katrina, I live in England, and this is my story.
My name is Lily, I live in England, I'm 14 years old, and this is my story.
My name is Corey, I live in England, and this is my story.
My name is Matt Grudge, I live in Austin, Texas, this is my story.
Told specifically those in the south center area of Kingstown to be on high alert. Again, this just in, police on the scene of a confirmed zombie attack.
With hope, we can persevere. Without it, we shall surely crumble.
I've never been so scared in my life. Why isn't anybody helping us?
Great. Nice one, Isaac. I don't believe it. I've come down with a fever and I just ache all over. I look in a cupboard to see what medication I have, and there's one paracetamol. I decide not to take it just in case I need it for something more serious later. I'm shaking all over and sweating where I haven't eaten properly recently. I think my immune system must be shot to pieces, and I've just picked up a trill for my trips out. I walk into to the living room and slumped down on the sofa. It's difficult to sleep during the day due to how active the infected are. I can hear them outside and their guttural noises are driving me mad. I know I can't stay here forever. I'm going to need rest and then think about moving on. I think of the options and I'm not sure where would be safe. An airport is out of the question. Even if it wasn't overrun with the infected, I just haven't the faintest idea how to control a plane, and I hate flying anyway. I gaze over at a portrait hanging on the wall. It's a tranquil countryside scene where the hills rise majestically before dropping down towards the coast. The coast. That's it. I need to head to the coast. These things, they survive on land. So if I'm at sea, how hard can it be to handle a boat? With that thought in my mind, I close my eyes and I start to plan in my head what I need to do. One thing is obvious. I can't stay here.
I never thought I'd say it, but I miss school. I think about my parents, my friends, and even old Mr. Grimes who lives next door. I'm not sure if he's still in his house or whether he is now one of those things. To be honest, I don't want to think about it. It was creepy enough anyway. What I'm trying to say is, I miss normal life. I sit here just staring at the walls. When the sound of the infected outside gets too much, I listen to my music. I'm not sure what I'll do when the battery runs out. I walk into the kitchen and turn the tap. The water spurts out, brown, dirty and stinking of sewage. I know my water is going to run out soon, and that's when I'm going to have to make a decision on going outside. On the day the infection struck, I saw people running down the street. I tried to call my parents, but neither of them were answering their phones. I opened the door and walked up the path. I looked at the people running through the street, and then a man grabbed me by the shoulders. May God have mercy on your soul, he said this while staring me right in the eyes. And then he ran off. That's when I saw all the people were running from. The infected came round the corner, jumping on people and biting them. Their bodies shook on the ground, and then within a few seconds they would get up, twitching and groaning. I ran back inside and closed the door. This is where I've stayed ever since, too scared to even open the door and look outside. What was that? I moved towards the front door. Peer through the spy hole, and in the dark, I can see a figure standing there.
It is an absolute honour for me to be here at this fantastic venue to receive this prestigious marketing award. I would like to thank Morgue, Green and Foster Associates for giving the opportunity over the last few years to progress and develop within their company. This was the opening to my speech that I was due to deliver tonight at the Marketing Awards dinner in London. I had read the speech so many times I knew it off by heart. The award should have been a massive stepping stone to bigger, greater things. There were contracts lined up, lucrative contracts, which would have enabled me to travel to some of the most wondrous places in the world. That is what I should have been doing tonight. But instead, I'm crouched down between two dustbins, watching a group of 5 infected shuffle by. All the street lights are off and the entire street is silent. My heart begins to beat fast as I hear shuffling from behind me. I can feel the hairs on my arms and on the back of my neck stand on end. Slowly. I turn my head and see a long, infected figure move out from an alleyway. It stops and starts to twitch excitedly as though it's picked up my scent like some kind of wild animal. Slowly, Its head turns towards me and with one movement, sprints in my direction. I scramble backwards, and as my hand moves, I touch a metal pole. Without thinking any further, I grab it just as the creature lurches in my direction. I raise the pole up to burn myself and close my eyes. Any moment, I'm waiting for its teeth to sink into a part of my body. But there's nothing. I nervously open my eyes and see that the pole, which I had pointed upwards, had pierced this thing's head. It was no longer moving, and I could see what looked like thick blood trickling down its face. I force the pole away from me, and the creature slumps to the ground, no longer moving. I scramble away, and then quickly look around to make sure there are no others coming from me. Grimacing, I move forward and retrieve the pole from its head. The sound of the squelching as such makes me feel sick. But now I have a weapon, and judging by the damage this pole has caused, I know now how to kill them. Quietly, I stand up and look up and down. It's clear. I make my move across the road towards the house where I've seen the young girl peering through the blinds earlier. I reach the front of her house and place my back against the wall. I gaze up and down, and in the distance, I can hear the faint moans of a group of infected. I need to be quick. I hope to God this young girl lets me in.
This is Matt Grudge with WZLP in Austin. I'm not entirely sure how many of you can still hear the show, but this is the current situation here in Austin, Texas. As I look out onto Ferguson Street, I can see hordes of infected bodies moving south. Some are shuffling along at a slow pace, then there's those who sprint through the pack. The hordes reached barricades that were put up a few days ago during the evacuation. I know many of you are heading towards the Mexico border. I hope these things are stopped before they reach you, as I know makeshift refugee camps have been set up along the way. If things make it that far, I'm sorry to say you don't stand a chance. Why am I still here? Why haven't I got the hell out of Dodge? Those are questions I presume you're asking. I'm a radio host. I'm a news broadcaster. It's my job to be here. More importantly, I have a curious mind. Where'd the infection come from? What made it spread so quick? Why haven't the authorities taken precautions or put measures in place to stop this thing? There's too many unanswered questions here. I need to know the answers. Look, everybody else is running. I feel it's my place to stay and fill in the missing links. In the meantime, wherever you are, whatever your plan is, stay safe. Whether this is the beginning of a new way of life or the end of civilization, who knows? Please don't give up hope. It's the only thing we have right now. It's a beautiful day here in Austin. I just wish we could all enjoy it. I'll say a prayer for you all. Until next time, this is Matt Grudge with WZLP in Austin, Texas, your place for updates on the infection.
Right then, 4 tins of beans, 1 bottle of water, 2 slices of bread, and a pot of out-of-date yoghurt. That's pretty much the extent of my supplies. I kind of wish I'd done some shopping prior to the infection outbreak, but who knew? I suppose a trip to the supermarket is out of the question. Let me just have a look outside. Yep, it is. I can't count how many infected there are. Far too many of them. It would be suicide to even attempt going outside, especially with those quick ones. They move at lightning speed. The light is fading. They seem less active at night, so my cunning plan is to wait until dark and attempt my supply run then. I'm still hosting my radio show, although I'm not sure how many listeners I have. My hope is that somebody somewhere is listening. If anybody can hear me, stay safe. Keep well hidden, and more importantly, don't put yourself in harm's way. If I make it back, I will update with what happened on my supply run. For now, I'm going to play out To Reach the Sky by Ray Cordell. This is Corey, signing off.
All alone couldn't wins, keep me to the ground. Well, there's no one around. When I'm free as a bird, it's so absurd. I just wanna fly high to reach the sky. When I'm out on my own and there's nowhere to go, I just wanna fly high. What time passes by. All alone, the sands of time. I know where I went wrong. In the lines of this song, ice curtain winds keep me to the ground. While there's no one around. When I'm free as a bird, it's so absurd. I just wanna fly high to reach the sky. When I'm out on my own and there's nowhere to go, I just wanna fly high. What time passes by. To reach the sky, to reach the sky, to reach the sky, to reach the sky, to reach the sky.
Who is it?
Let me in!
Who are you?
Let me in! I can hear those things getting closer!
Don't hurt me.
I'm not going to hurt you. Be quiet.
Who are you?
My name is Katrina. What's your name?
Lily.
I saw you today.
But I haven't been outside.
I saw you peering through the blinds. You need to be more careful. Where are your parents?
I don't know. I last saw them on the day of the infection.
I'm sorry.
Have you seen anybody else?
No, just you.
Why are you carrying a pole?
Protection.
What's all that brown stuff on it?
Nothing. How are you for food and water?
I'm running low.
I'm stocked up with supplies, but you'll need to follow me to my house.
I'm not sure about that.
I'm not going to hurt you. I've come to help you.
I don't want to go outside with all those things.
Is there a back way out of here?
Yes, but there was one of those things in my garden and more across the field.
Okay, I see. We're going to have to go out the front.
I'm not going outside.
Listen to me. If you don't come with me, you will die. Do you understand?
I can just stay here.
And what happens when you run out of food?
I don't know.
Exactly. Have you got a bag or a rucksack?
Yeah.
Is there a spare bag?
Yeah, my mum's rucksack.
Good. Go and get them. We'll fill them with whatever food and supplies you have that we might need, and then we need to leave.
But
No time for buts, trust me, you can't stay here.
That brown stuff on the pole. Have you killed one of them?
Just go and get the rucksacks. The quicker we pack up, the quicker we can leave. I watch Lily walk away and then move to the window in the kitchen. I peer outside and notice that the group of infected have moved on. If we're going to move from here, we need to do it now. I walk to the window in the living room and pull back the curtain. Lily was right. The back garden is full of the infected, so we're going to have to go out the front. Quickly! Lily, we need to move!
I grab the rucksacks and then look around my bedroom. I pick up a photo of me and my parents and place it into the bag. I suppose this Katrina woman is right. I can't stay here on my own. I'm too frightened to go outside. And when my food and water runs out, I'll just die. She seems pretty mean and has been outside already.
Lily, come on!
I'm coming!
With the world around them crumbling and hope fading fast, how will they cope with what is fast becoming the end of humanity? Tune in next week for episode 2 of the Survivor Journals.